Hi my friends, welcome back. This is A Course in Miracles, Lesson 18. I'm going to read the lesson from the book for us, going to make some comments, and on the end we're going to do the first practice together. So let's do it. A Course in Miracles, Lesson 18. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my sin. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my sin. The idea for today is another step in learning that the thoughts which give rise to what you see are never neutral or unimportant. It also emphasizes the idea that minds are joined, which will be giving increasing stress later on. So I'm going to highlight here that our thoughts, the thoughts which give rise to what you see, are never neutral or unimportant, never. And they are also not experienced alone. You are not experiencing your thoughts just by yourself. And says why? On the next phrase. That our minds are joined. And what means that our minds are joined? That we are one. That's the one mind of God. That's the oneness. So why I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my sin? Because I'm not alone. We are one. Many of us. All of us. So let's continue. Today's idea does not refer to what you see as much to how you see it. Therefore, the exercise for today emphasizes this aspect of your perception. The 3 or 4 practice periods which are recommended should be done as follows. Look around you, about you, selecting subjects for the application of the idea for today as randomly as possible. And keeping your eyes on each one long enough to say. So you keep your eyes on the object as long as you're saying this phrase now. I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of how I see. Fill the blank. Conclude each practice period by repeating the more general statement, I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of my sin. A minute or so, or even less, will be sufficient for each practice period. So I'll give some examples. Like we can say, I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of how I see my room. Or I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of how I see my street, my neighborhood, my furniture, my family, my son. Let's see where else. I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of how I see a book, this cell phone. I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of how I see, and then you can select whatever you are seeing in the moment. So what we are seeing, we are seeing again with this lesson is that our thoughts contribute to the one mind, to the collective. So when you have something happening in a worldwide event, that is many people having the same thoughts about that event. Let's say a natural disaster or like COVID, for example. When you have many people having the same thoughts, they are creating that event or that frequency, vibration, etc. So our thoughts are never neutral or unimportant. We need to really be vigilant with the thoughts that we are having, because they are not neutral, never. They are only on illusion or truth, one side or another. And they are always important. We are always contributing to the collective. No matter, you cannot think that you are small or you doesn't matter. You matter a lot. More than you think. More than, well, that's it. So let's do the practice together. So the practice today we are going to do with the eyes open. So you can start looking around you where you are and select randomly a subject or an object. And as you lay your eyes on this object or subject, you repeat with me. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of how I see. Fill the blank. And then you go to the next thing. Lay your eyes on the next thing and say with me, I am not alone in experiencing the effects of how I see, and you fill the blank. And then we can go to the next object and repeat with me, I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of how I see, and fill the blank. And now we conclude this with the general statement, I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. And that's it. So we are not alone. Never, ever, 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 ever. And our thoughts are extremely important. They are creating our world individually and collectively. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much. Thank you for practicing with me, and I hope to see you tomorrow again. See you soon. Bye bye.